Oh hey, my mic was on mute. So, I don't know, I got eager. I just explained what you're gonna be missing is a little AI guy I'm making. He's getting pretty complex. He doesn't shoot right now and you can't kill him. Little tank guy. Um, the reason is got kind of eager because my internet might be down, so I'm open for donation. So for a little few type crowd, I don't know. We have little tank guy. He's gonna have little. He's gonna have more attributes. There's a lot of polymorphism going on with this little dude. But the bullets are gonna be different. He's gonna have like little balls that shoot out. For one thing, and some of them stick. Some of them, yeah, different kinds of ammunition that's gonna come out like lasers and shit. So I just spent the last, I don't know, 5, 6 hours making a few more things to the game. Made this crazy little tunnel thing that took me a while. So I'm just, uh, the only thing that took me forever was the parenting in this code language here, all the navigation and stuff. Hopefully these little dudes work pretty well too. Icos. They're just little balls of spikes that come at you. Um, things just to kind of keep in mind when you watch. I don't know. Let's just hit the play button and we'll go from there. So here you go.
In all honesty, I knew when I first saw you that one day you'd be holding my hand. No twist of fate to separate you from me. We watched the fairies floating in the sky. We watched the light fade to dark outside, and I knew, yeah, I knew, yeah, I knew. We watched the fairies floating in the sky. We watched the light fade to dark outside, and I knew, yeah, I knew.
So I hope you guys liked it. It doesn't really have a name, but I don't know. I'm gonna have a lot of fun things. Like it's just been a non-stop coding thing. It's just as soon as I got all the audio band kind of stuff figured out and all the channeling and frequencies, I think Pure Play for a lot of it. Also, I can't remember the guy that made the IK engine. I made one, and I don't mean to be weenie or whiny about it, but I have started an IK engine. It's just got to the point where I was like, oh, that's it. I don't really want to get any further with this. I just want to code something that looks cool. But everything in the engine primarily else, well, there's a lot of adjustments. Spent hours on. So, um, yeah, hope you guys like it. Uh, Hopefully it'll be up and running with a Kickstarter or something. A lot more AI for one thing. You can see that when I got into the actual game, if you, we'll go ahead and just kind of do a little talk about. Um, you can see that little icospheres here have, they're all based on different frequencies, which are channeled down to an 8-band frequency. So instead of the 512, like if you can see around the ring, it's just kind of divided into 8 bands that kind of take over the bass frequency and melodies and. The little tank he also moves on different bands. Oh, look at that. There we have a glitch, however. But yeah, so everything actually does move on a different band. Just gonna take these guys out real quick. I'm also gonna change the sound effects. I don't really want a machine gun. Kind of deharmonizes the music. But I just kind of just was like, whatever. You can see the little music that actually moves on the main amplitude of the frequencies. Or of all the frequencies at that. The tunnel just uses a stained glass bump shader. Surprisingly, it came out with some really amazing effects. Nice when you're walking down the strip lately. And then you can see the little 8-band platform obstacle I have here, which is a little difficult. I actually had to lerp things that use a lot of math and smoothing. Guy falls to his death, and he has no health yet or anything. These little ramps were just used simply with the water simple the advanced water shader. I wanted everything to look connected with the player, and the AI, so everything that touches the ground actually changes its material. So even though I'm moving, it looks like I'm moving off the platform, I'm actually moving in an illusion, which is the same exact collision. So we'll just start over now that I just died. The gun I had to fix too. but you can also see that the actual directional light is using, I'm not sure if I think it's just using the main amplitude. So let's get rid of these dudes. So if you can see, just to show you what I was talking about, there's all those some awful bugs there. So if you see the tank move, he actually changes color. There he goes. So now he's actually part of the little rainbow material I got here. Changes its emission, emissive flow. Yeah. So he's just cute, just real geometrical, real basic, primitive looking kind of style. That's what I was going for. So since it's a visualizer, I don't really want to detract from the music. Kind of sets the mood. Didn't really know where I was going. I just kind of started cramming out something, and then was just like, what would this look like with music? And just kind of started, and then just started to get trippier and trippier by the minute. Little bridge here actually moves its tiles, its offset positions, and if you can look, the guy actually transitions exactly with what he's touching there. Just some little tricks I used. So yeah, I just really wanted him to look like he was a part of the actual game as much as possible. So, you can see how he changes inside the tunnel. I love this tunnel though. I just sat here for when I got it done for hours watching it. I'm having some AI issues though. The little tank I wanted to come in but didn't really want to get in there. Yeah, that's just pretty much needless to say. Okay, sorry, my dog's in the background. It's just 512 frequencies. If it goes any further, which I could, for example, the static in the background could pick it up, but go on a higher amount of frequencies. Yeah, so there'll be obviously a lot. I love how I love just all the new things. You can see how beautiful it looks. You can see little Z fighting there by accident. No, I haven't been over this way. It looks gorgeous. Tank guy can't get me. He's like, what are you doing? Yeah, so also included in the AI kit, a little IK dude. It's only like $5 if you look up TPS controllers. It's really worth it. It's a good study. It's just pretty simple, pretty nice, sleek for what I needed. So yeah, you just fall through the floor for hours. I like it. But yeah, so that basically kind of describes it. You got little disco meters. You got the next thing I kind of want to move into is more on the compute shader side, and that's really complicated. I've seen some new compute shaders out there that blow my fucking mind. I'd like to just be able to that and fractals. I mean, I know I have a base set of fractals. I have an idea for growing vegetation and weird shit like that. But based on fractal numbers and maybe some kind of multiplication on the audio. Um, but uh, the problem I'm running into is actually making a giant fractal background, but I don't see that. It's debatable what I want to do with the fractal math. Those are one of the best top known visualizers because um, they're just they're just amazing looking if you do the proper rendering, but it's somewhere so complex. But things like the new compute shader would make love-ify my life with that. But yeah, for like flatboard pieces, you know, you can't really see it, but you can see this tunnel is just like a little image basically, and you have a actual particle effect. And the glass is actually, weirdly enough, to my surprise, which actually made everything just that much more of a bonus, actually refracts the particles, which was enough to trip me out. So, you got a little vortex going on here is basically what's going on. And you can see how it actually refracts. It's just amazing. I just couldn't believe, like, I was just like, oh, let me just think about how to do this. And just pumped out a lot better than I thought it was. I was like, oh, that works. Again, these are a little hard, difficult platform. So just everything kind of just worked the way I wanted it to. It was like, oh, I'm gonna put this in there, and I just. So anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind the help. I don't really have a donation button. Maybe I'll put one up soon, but uh, it would really help me out. I mean, there's just small things like internet in my standard, so I feel special now. All right, much love. Ooh, baby, baby.